Right now, an anti-Israel activist accused of leading protests in Colombia remains in ICE custody in Louisiana, waiting his next hearing. Secretary of State Rubio doubling down, warning, "We will continue to cancel the visas of those whose presence or activities have potentially serious adverse foreign policy consequences for our country." And a new court filing reveals a PhD candidate involved in anti-Israel protests at Cornell has been ordered to turn himself in as well. State Department spokesperson and our old friend Tammy Bruce joins us now.
It's so weird.
I know.
A confluence of two worlds.
And this is the first time I've seen you in person in months.
First time back here on set. It's great to see everyone at home, and thank you, everybody, and great to see you. Congratulations. Here you are hosting. It's fabulous.
Thank you so much. So this is, I think for most people, this is a very simple issue.
Sure.
If you are here legally or illegally, you're here as on a visa or whatever, and you're participating in these things, you're not going to integrate into our country.
Well, look, you're a guest, and this is a very important conversation to have, which we've tended not to have because we haven't had to. But being in this country, as a visitor, it's a privilege. So if you need a visa because you're working here, which is great, and we accommodate that, and there's worker visas. If you're visiting and you need a visa because you're going to school, or even some who might need one for being a tourist, is you go through a process and we ask you questions about what are you going to do here? What is your intention? What are you trying to accomplish? And Secretary Rubio has made it very clear that if you were to say all the things that certain people have done, let's say on the campuses, when you were trying to get your visa, like, oh, look, I support Hamas, I'm going to encourage Jew hatred, I'm going to take over buildings, I love graffiti, we're going to do that, we're going to stop instruction, we would not issue you that visa. So it's a reminder that when you are here, whether it's a visa or a green card, that those are things that are reliant on the nature of what you're doing and what you have told us. And if you are doing, as you saw with that tweet, and I would recommend everybody look up Secretary Rubio's Twitter X accounts, I should say, I still call it Twitter, and follow him, because he's made it very clear. This is not a birthright. A green card is not a birthright. A visa can be taken. Now, if that happens, there's also, let's say a job ends and you don't have that job that you had that work visa for, and you're afraid to go back to your own country, your home country, you can apply for asylum. We have so many different mechanisms, but it's clear that if you do things that disrupt the nature of what's important for the United States, if you do things that are dangerous, if you're breaking the law, if you're a criminal, you are not welcomed in this country. You will not be allowed in the country. And if you are already here, you will, at DHS, in that particular instance, you will be removed from the country. And I think that's important for Americans to remember.
Yeah, and it's a reminder, and this should not be a radical concept, but the idea that our immigration system is designed to benefit America,
correct,
as opposed to being a dumping ground or a solution to other countries' problems.
Yeah, yes. Look, it's for us, this is really about, just like every other sovereign nation, we have a right to decide who comes into our country. Yeah. And that's what our passport system is about. It's about, for Americans, about coming and going. Other countries have their rules. And when you want to come in here, obviously, we love people around the world. This nation is the result of people wanting a better life. And it continues to be. But what we don't want is to be taken advantage of in that regard. And if you've lied to us coming into the country, or if you begin to do things that are against America's interests, that are criminal in nature, we're going to take action. Over the last few years, that has not been apparent. There seems to have been no law and order or no rules. But the rules are back, and they're very basic. And it's so that the American people have a bit more sensibility of what their lives are going to look like at the end of the day, to have more safety. This is about safety, security, and prosperity. That's what we owe the American people. And when America is stronger, the rest of the world does better.
Amen. Tammy Bruce, come see us again.
Thank you.
Great to see you.
Great seeing you.
Hey everyone, I'm Emily Campagno. Catch me and my co-hosts Harris Faulkner and Kaylee McEnany on Outnumbered every weekday at 12 p.m. Eastern, or set your DVR. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page for daily highlights.